Okay, so we're about to get started here. We got to go find the place in this gym that has the best exercises for building muscle. And as you can see, we've got a lot of machines in here. Probably your gym does too. Machines definitely wouldn't be my first choice for most effective muscle building exercises or exercises for boosting your metabolism. I would prefer to stick with compound exercises that allow you to work through a full range of motion. Not all machines let you do that. I prefer to stick with functional exercises, again, that allow you to work through a natural range of motion, so through your own body alignment, not through these. These are made for every single person. There's 8,000 members at this gym, and every single member in this gym has to use this machine. They can adjust it, but everyone has different body types, so it's not going to be as personalized, so to speak. And exercises that allow you to load up lots and lots of weight. As you can see, some of these machines, they only go up to a certain amount of weight. So what do you do when you max that out? So here's what we're looking for. So this is the room we're gonna be able to build some muscle in. As you can see, what I'm seeing, we've got some platforms over there, squat platforms, deadlift platforms. We've got lots of free weights. We've got lots of barbells, and we'll get to it. I'm gonna put my gym bag away and start thinking about the top 7. Haven't come up with them yet. I'm just kidding. They're all classics. So let's get started. I'll see you soon. Okay, so exercise number 1 of our top 7 list is some sort of rowing exercise, preferably bent over rows, because not only are you going to be using your back, but you're going to be using your glutes, your hamstrings, your core to stabilize you. And again, the more muscle mass you can use, the more hormones you're going to release. So you're going to notice an overlapping theme on all these exercises. I recommend just starting out with an underhand grip, close grip. Get over as flat as possible. Just pull it right into your belly. Explode up and control it on the way down. All right. So you definitely need a rowing exercise in your program. That would be, in my opinion, the head of the family tree. And there's variations on that as well. You can also go overhand. You can go with a wide grip, close grip, but I recommend just starting with an underhand close grip. All right, that's exercise 1. All right, classic muscle building exercise number 2 in no particular order. We need some sort of hip dominant exercise, and the head of the family tree for that one by landslide are deadlifts. So you need some sort of deadlift exercise in your program, whether it's a wide stance, narrow stance, with the bar behind you, in front of you, doesn't matter. We'll just start off with the traditional deadlift. Make sure this is right up against your shins. Hands are on the second pair of bar lines there on the Olympic bar. Back is flat, hips are down, and just stand up. Try and get your hips and shoulders to rise at the same time. You don't want to kick out and then drag it up. You want to come up at the same time. Keep the weight on your heels too, so you can emphasize your glutes. And there you have it. Really important to keep that flat back, or else you can really push your discs out. So that's exercise number 2. Key requirement for building lots of muscle. You're working your glutes, hamstrings, quads, shoulders, arms, traps, and your back obviously as well. So lots of muscle mass in that one. That'll get the heart rate, get the ticker going too. Okay, so remember, when we're picking these exercises, we're doing exercises that can eliminate other smaller muscle groups so we don't waste energy, and so that we can focus on getting the most out of the workout and get out as quickly as possible so we don't build up cortisol. Cortisol is released when you're in the gym too long, you're just training too long, and it starts eating up the muscle that you're actually trying to build. So we got to do some sort of pressing exercise. By far, best exercise for that would be clean and presses. All right, sometimes cleans is just enough, but we'll add a press to it as well. I'm going to just talk you through it without the technique. Again, I'm not an Olympic strength coach or anything, but there's a few basic things you can focus on to get these right. When you're practicing, the first thing is just focus on a jump. Jump. The second part is jump, shrug, jump, shrug, jump, shrug, jump, shrug. The next thing is jump, shrug, punch, jump, shrug, punch, jump, shrug, punch. Your elbows should be up before your feet touch the floor. Jump, shrug, punch. Jump, shrug, punch. So when you're learning this, just learn it with the bar before you add weight. This isn't a reverse curl. It's one smooth power motion. So I'm gonna keep my weight light, demonstrate a couple of these, and I'll throw the press in as well. Okay, if you need to work your hips in here as well, you can. Make sure your hips can rotate, come down, and then punch. And let your elbows kick out. Press it up. Without the press or without the clean, just do straight presses. Get your hips working too. Right down to your neck, straight up over your head. You can also do these behind your neck as well. All right, it's exercise 3. Need some sort of vertical pushing exercise. Those are obviously better than just seated presses or ladder raises or bent over laterals. If you're working the whole head of the shoulder, you've got your core working. Metabolically, they're more demanding. They're gonna boost your metabolism way higher too, which is gonna force you to eat more when you leave the gym. All right, 4th exercise. We're gonna do some sort of horizontal pushing. So incline press, flat bench, decline press. I would stick to the flat. It's gonna hit the most muscle mass on your chest. It's gonna hit your shoulders and tris as well. And obviously, I'm sure you've seen this one unless you just woke up this morning from another planet. If you're isolating, I like to keep your feet up here on the bench. If you're going more for power, strength, keep your feet flat on the floor. You kind of create a platform. Lots of different grips. You can go wide, you can go close, you can go medium, you can go with your elbows in, your elbows out. I'm gonna take a medium grip, keep my elbows in, take stress off my shoulders, keep the emphasis on the pecs. You can go with your thumbs over top, underneath. Again, focus on exploding off the bottom. Make sure those are safely racked. Get up slowly, it's gonna get dizzy. And that's another famous classic muscle building exercise. Again, these are all excellent for boosting your metabolism if your goals are fat loss as well. So that's 4 down, 3 to go. All right, classic muscle growth exercise. Number 5, we're gonna do some sort of vertical pulling exercise. Again, I'd choose wide grip pull-ups instead of lat pull downs because obviously you're working with more of your body weight. You can't cheat. And it's an honest exercise. You can either do it or you can't. Lat pull downs, assisted pull-ups, you can cheat, and it's not an accurate way to gauge where you're truly at. So lots of variations. You can go wide grip, super wide. You can go underhand grip if you want to put some more emphasis on your biceps. I'm going to use a relatively medium grip. Keep my elbows flared out. Once your elbows turn in, your biceps do a lot of work. So if you want to truly isolate your lats, keep your elbows flared out. Okay. Full stretch. And just try and keep that constant tension going. At the top, squeeze your lats. You really got to focus on it. Just because you're pulling doesn't necessarily mean you're using your lats. So really create that mental connection to, selectively recruit that muscle. Okay, number 6, we're almost done. We're gonna do some dips. And again, dips are very, very effective. It made the list because it's working your pecs, it's working your shoulders, your triceps. And again, what I like to call this an honest exercise. There's no cheating here. There's no faking it. You can do them or you can't. So again, you can go wide grip, close grip. Keep your elbows turned in. The The secret here is just at least to go down to parallel. You really need to hit parallel to make these effective, and you need to lock out at the top. You're missing, 30% of the exercise. Just a little tip to throw in there if you are a beginner and you can't do more than, I'd say, 6 pull-ups. If you can't do more than 8 dips, I recommend doing negatives. So jump up, lower yourself slowly. Jump up, lower yourself slowly. Same thing with the dips. So again, exercises that eliminate isolation exercises like bicep curls and tricep press downs, which aren't bad exercises, but if you're looking for the big maximize your time, you got to stick to the compound exercises. There's 6. You probably already know the 7th. It's the one you're probably dreading the most, but it's got to be done. So let's go do her. Giddy up. Okay, so this is it. Last but not least, probably one of the most effective exercises for boosting your metabolism, building muscle, are squats. Even though they isolate your quads, they do more than just that. As you probably know, they create a very anabolic environment. They release certain hormones, which is another big piece of the puzzle in building muscle. Just because you're eating in a caloric surplus doesn't mean you're going to build muscle. You also need to create the right hormonal environment. So squats, consider hormone friendly. All right, I'm going to demonstrate how to do a squat properly, and I don't have the best flexibility in my hips and hamstrings, so you'll probably be able to see people going much lower. I'll talk you through the safest way to do this and how to get the most out of the exercise before you increase your weight. First thing, if you've got tight shoulders, you're going to go wider on here. If you've got nice flexibility in your forearms, shoulders, pecs, then take a narrower grip. Find the meatiest part on your traps. So you can put it up high. I don't recommend that. You can put it medium, or you can put it low. I'm going to put it right in the middle of my traps, right where the meat is. You can go wide stance if you're really tight on your hips. If you've got amazing flexibility and you really want to develop your quads, go nice and narrow, or you can go medium. If your hips are really tight, another little tip, turn your ankles out, which mine are, so I'm going to take a wider stance. Keep your eyes up here on the paint. Keep your hips back, keep your abs pulled in though, and just keep your abs tight on the way down, fire your glutes on the way up. Sit right into the hole. And then when you're done, walk it in. Make sure you hear a plank on both sides. That means you're safe. And there's your squatting. So notice what we did. We broke the body up into 4, 5, 6 planes of movements, and we threw an extra one in there. I'll teach you that. What we did was we did horizontal push, horizontal pull, vertical push, vertical pull, and we broke our quads up into the front and the back. If you've been studying weight training that for the last couple of years, that's probably not new for you, but it's a good little way of making sure your program's balanced, because if it's not balanced, you're going to create muscle imbalances, and you're going to end up paying for your physiotherapist next European vacation, which I bet you don't want. So that's it. 7 of the most classic muscle building workouts. If you want more workouts like this, if you want to put the whole package together in a step-by-step formula that's really simple no matter what fitness level you're at. And remember, this is drug-free muscle building without bogus supplements and with training less than before. So we're not spending 2 hours in the gym here. Just check out the website address down here, and you'll find what you're looking for. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you guys soon.